Hi, and welcome to Kane again. So today's content is about Arknight content, which is, I think it's for a beginner, part 2. So today what I want to tell you before playing this game is what are you gonna aiming for in the early game stage, and what are you going to invest, and about the base, which in right side at the bottom of me. So I think, yeah, here we go. Okay, first of all, it's about the mission. When you play this game, there is around 12 slots plus one support unit, which is from your friends or strangers that you're gonna borrow. So what I want you to know is the first things that is really important is when you had your character, which is only upgraded once, or you can call it Elite 1. I think I'm going to pick here, Beagle. You see? And there is the Beagle in my team, which is the Elite 1, which is a max promote for the 3 stars. And when you pick support unit, okay, for example, I will pick the Chen the Holiday, which will be only Elite 1 level 80, because if you don't have the Elite 2 character, the support unit will be the max level of the Elite 1. So here's the thing, I sometimes recommend you to go and upgrade your 4 stars to Elite 2, because it takes just around not much of the resources and where your early game can afford it. For example, like here, Myrtle. So here, she's level 70, which is the max promo of the Elite 2. So when I picked her in the team, you see at the right side, which the Shen, the Holong Day, is already Elite 2 level 90, which is max's level for someone who upgraded her to max level. So it's about the level where that people you going to borrow is going to be that level right here. So as you can see, so yeah, this is first of my advice, so let's head on. Okay, so the second one is team composition. In this game, I would say it's the PvE, so you don't have to rush or you don't have to fight with other. There is a lot of team composition, just like Honkai Star Rail, but more than that, because this one is 13 character, or you can just only 12, because 12. So the thing that I really recommend is based on my experience is you usually pick one of Vanguard. Which Vanguard is, so in the early game I would say right around right here. So the thing that I really recommend is the first one is Fang. So here's the 2 Vanguard that I recommend, but the difference between Fang and Vanilla is Vanilla damage is higher than Fang, that's true, but Fang's skill is provide the deployment points faster than Vanilla. So here, as you can see, is the duration is 10 seconds, gain 6 deployment points when activated, and gain 35% attack around 10 seconds. So it's 10 seconds circle, but Fang is not the activate skill, it's also recovery skill, which instantly gain you 6 deployment points when gauge around the green is turned. So 1 for Vanguard for sure. You can, in the early game, you can just pick 1 or 2 Vanguard, which is here, in Vanilla. And the next one that I would recommend is thing that is really good, such as Midnight and Melantha. So 2 of them is really good too, because Midnight can even attack the aerial units which is in the sky, and Melantha, she's a 1v1 dreadnought which is block 1, but her damage is really high and can duel the some kinds of mid they had some kind of mid stat enemy, because you can deal massive damage to enemy more than Fang in vanilla. So next one is I would say in the early game what you must have is 1 or 2 healer, which is Hibiscus and Anto. So 2 of this here is absolutely a must to go, because they too in the early game can provide a decent amount of healing, and in the early game you don't have that much resources when compared to the mid game early game player, and the medic is going to be less and less utility. So for in the early game I recommend you go for 2 of them, 2 of healer, and the next one you can't miss is the defender. So you pick 2 defender because sometimes you have to deal with a tank enemy which is their damage is high, their armor is high. So what you have to do is you have to stall them, because when you look at the other operator, which here at the left side, which you see block, she can block 2, which blocks the enemy in the way, only 2 of them, and the third one will be past her. So here the defender, when you look at the defender, there is 3 blocks, which is some kind of lot, and he's tanky, so he can tank the damage for you. And the thing that you can't miss is here, which is caster. Caster is one of the thing you must go in when you see the tank. What is tank? So when you see something that is high armor, or when you go into that stage and wow, you look at the detail, you see, oh, their defense is really high, so you have to deal with something which is not the physical damage, which is arts damage. The caster is must to go one. So in the early game I would say I recommend Steward and the free. So the free character, which is Amiya, right here, Amiya. So Amiya, for Amiya is the first 5 stars character you'll get it from, because it's free. So I would recommend 2 of this, but Amiya is just, you can just upgrade her with only Elite 1 around level 20 or 30, and Steward is, you can just upgrade him around Elite 1 level 30 to 40. But in the early game I think most average one you will go, which is maxing them but not go elite, which is a really great start. And last but not least, sniper. So sniper, which is really good for, I recommend is Cruz. Cruz is a sniper, which can do. Sniper can attack the aerial enemy, which is in the sky. So the terrain units except Midnight, which is the Lord, can't attack the upper side, which is area unit. So the thing that can attack is only Steward, Cruz, and Amiya. So, and the next sniper I would recommend this one here. You surely get her, which is Jessica. And yeah, our rich cat. So she is the early budget character, which is really good. She has a decent DPS, which is, you can see the Cruz right here, like I said in the first videos, that she can attack 2 in a row, which dealing 140 of physical damage, which each shot is 2 shot. And here Jessica, her first skill is increase the neck attack to 200% at level 7. So there would be around 150 at the level 1, I guess, and level 3 is just around 40 to 50 maybe. So, and you know, she attacks is faster than Cruz when you elite one her, because she has the talent which is fast cartridge, attack speed plus, yeah. So here is just my early game, my opinion, early game team's composition, which would be some kind of like this. So here is one of them. So I think we can move to the next part. Okay, so the next part is about the base. So the base is, for you starter, is going to have only one floor, which is there is a control center version 5.0, so for you is going to be around 1.0 or something like that, which is only one floor and one dormitory. So what I was going to explain to you is how to manage them, how to use them correctly, and etc. So what I was going to say is, I recommend you to just slowly build one of them each. And here's the thing that I want you to see is it's okay, let's look at the factory, which is when you click in the tab to go back to battle record. Here is the character that assigned the work in. So here, as you can see, there is a stamina under her, which is right now is 9 out of 24. So when you put any character in the factory, which I was going to say is a Hills factory, in, they will drain the stamina each one after 2 or 3 hours or some kinds like that, and they will provide you the product, which is the battle records, which can upgrade your character, and the pure gold, which changed to LMD. Okay, I'll explain next. And the chips is, this one is for around 5 stars to 6 stars thing, and here is the thing that you can focus is Originum chart, which changes you into Originum to pull the gacha. So right here we're just going to skip for a moment and see a third of this, because you are in early game. I recommend the early game. So what I was going to say is, you had the first floor. I recommend you to build in one trading post, one factory, and one power plant. What is power plant? Power plant is going to provide you to charge the drone. What it does drone in the purple one that I pushed to the drone, you can just use it to build the thing in their base, or you can just use right here the capacity in the right side. You can use the drone to skip for your items, or you can use your drones to skip your trading order to get an LMD, which is, I'll show you right here. I push max, which is use only one, because you use 2 minutes, I used one. And here you can see which is you had your order already, so you push it and just drain one of your gold, like I said earlier. So trading pose is use your gold, pure gold, to change to LMD. And the factory, first I was going to recommend you is to build the pure gold. You can just, and there is some kind of, you see the yellow symbol in it, which is a special ability for the factory, Hell factory. So you have to read it carefully before you put something in it, because some of them aren't capabilities of doing something. Okay, so the dormitory. What is dormitory? So as I said in the earlier, there is character stamina. So when the character stamina is drained out, what do? So right here, which is 5 out of 5, there is a people, I would say operator, in the dormitory already. So here, what I was going to do is they're resting, right? So right here, is they're already full stamina. So as you can see, when their stamina is drained out, it's going to be red, and in the distracted. So what you're going to do is right here, when you see there's a dormitory that is empty, so there is the operator that is distracted, you can just put 3 of them in it, and they'll take time to regenerate the stamina, so you can work more frequently. So yeah, that's about it. So, and the next one is power plant. Power plant, you can just put someone in it, or you just don't put someone in it, so it's up to you. And the next one I was going to say is the control center. In here, you can put the operator in here, 5 of it too, which I recommend you to put Amiya in it. So when you push at the Amiya, you see the skill when this operator is assigned to control center. All trading post order efficiency is plus 7%. Only the most effective one will take effect when assigned operators have the same skill effect, which means you can just put one of them into control center, which you can't put any other character that plus all trading post efficiency more. So here is it, and there is a lot of character which has the special ability, such as here the Doberman. Doberman is when this operator is assigned to a control center, increase morale of our operator in the control center plus 0.5 per hour. So morale is just some kind of important in the control center. So what that means is they can just make Amiya live longer in the control center, which makes the trading post efficiency plus makes it longer. So it's some kinds like that. And yeah, as an early game, I recommend you just put something like this, just like one Amiya. You can just put her, or even you don't have to put her. But for me, I recommend you to put her in the dormitory to increase your income, so you can have more money, which will make you go further into your game faster, something like that. So yeah, that's what I want to say in the early game about it. So let's move on to next part. Okay, so the last one would be the annihilation right here, the regular tasks, which provides you the Orandom, which is the gem used for gacha. So when you push it, they're all here, so you just don't mind it. So here's the first one you see right here is Shinobuk, which is some kinds like this. What is the annihilation? Annihilation is where the place you annihilate the enemy, which mostly of them there has 400 of them. If you eliminate 400 of them completely, you'll get a reward, which is in the right side here. Progress phase 8 out of 8 here, which get you some things like commendation certificate, the frontline battle record, or even the LMB, or even the distinction certificate, which I was going to say at the next videos. So what I want to say is, don't miss the opportunity to play, even when you can't completely clear. For example, like, oh, there is 400 in this one, but I can only just clear for about 250, which is, it's okay. You can just go push the button and start playing again, which is your team is which roster do you pick, and it will automatically play. Or even better than that, there is proxy right here at the right side, total proxy, you see. So here is the proxy annihilation card. So you can just pick, you can push click at the right side at the top, and you will see the PRTS proxy inhalation card, to which explains you everything what you'll get. So here, when you click the total proxy, it will get you the reward, which the limits of them is, for me, it's 1,800. So for starter, it will be around 1,200 or something. So don't miss the opportunity to get the Orundum, because Orundum, it's really important to pull for the gacha at the next banner or etc. So I would say don't mind if you don't complete the thing. You just can keep playing, upgrading until you get 400 of the annihilation. So yeah, what I was going to tell you is something like this. So I think that's all about it. Okay, so I think that is all about it for today. I hope you can learn something from my videos, and hope you can playing Arknights with feelings of, oh, this is kinda games that I want to play, and hope you love this games as I do. So yeah, I mean, that's it. That's all about it for today. Hope to see you next video. So see ya.